Still banging needles. Still banging needles. Off the weed.
That's how it starts. So, boys, it started off with Chernobyl. Our friends with Wendigoon decided to do a movie. They were so serious about this movie, they have shut down another Ukrainian fucking nuclear facility due to shelling. Our hearts go out to the Ukrainians, but goddamn, stalker times are coming.
Lord of Heroes.
We need you to lead us.
Lord of Heroes.
Stalker times. I love it.
Fallout is about to hit the soil.
I love there's so many memes comparing like Stalker and Fallout, even though they're like nowhere near the same shit.
Nope.
But it's just like American post-apocalyptic video games, all colorful stuff and silly jokes and shit. And then it's like Ukrainian post-apocalyptic games, and it's just like VHS filter and everything's gray and scary.
I love the way that game looks. Obviously, I would assume that the newest one is going to look better.
Oh man, that's going to be the nicest title in Unreal Engine 5 yet. And for a game without DLC, largest download size ever. It's supposed to be north of 180 gigs.
Yeah, see, that's a game that is perfect down the road of what kind of game I like, because I love DayZ and stuff like that. But I really need to fucking sit down and play it.
The vanilla titles are really hard to get into because they're mega bugged.
Before we get into all this shit, Cringle, thank you for coming back on. We got the commercial actor Cringle coming on, hanging out, drinking with us, having some fun.
He is not just a commercial actor. Oh my god, he is also a stage actor, and that is a prestigious thing to be in the world of acting. That takes real skill to do that shit in front of people live, like day after day.
I personally think he should have came in here in a suit and tried to do the entire show with a French accent, but you know, I
got dressed up the other night. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's for
yeah, that was a great fucking episode. But that's after we go to after the load, and you know, we do the offline show that nobody knows
after
about
the load.
It's got a big white
after the load
splat in the center of the screen with drips coming. You guys will see it soon.
It's in production right now.
But yeah, so this fucking shit, between the shit going on in Ukraine and the shit that's going on in these games and movies, it's fucking insane how much they line up. It is fucking insane how the world is fucking changing. But boy, that game looks fucking fun.
It does.
The shit that fucks with me though is because I'm not like a fantasy kind of role play kind of guy. I would love the actual apocalyptic fucking game where they have monsters that genuinely sort of make sense and not just nonsensical bullshit.
Yeah, these were like
that's the hardest part for me.
Are weird like lab made creations, most of them coming from humans, or they're all coming from humans or real animals, which is kind of neat.
That's what the hard part is for me with Fallout. That's the hard part with Stalker for me, is like it's so convoluted and complicated on how these monsters came to be. Like, what the fuck was a death claw before the fucking nuke hit? A fucking gecko?
Right.
Is that all it was?
It was a lizard.
You can't tell me that's some sort of mutated. Well, okay, yeah, it's
iguanas,
a mutated lizard,
but
there's got to be a deep dive Reddit or like YouTube video about like the origins of
there's
the different
so much for every
Fallout. And I'm sure there is, but like they also don't have the entire story rooted in fucking realism anyway.
That would be
every single little step that they go farther away from it kind of makes it less believable. Like if you told me that there's Russian boars that have flooded through all of the United States and they got bigger and their fucking tusks curl and they fuck you up really fucking bad. Sorry, that is believable.
Yeah.
There's big ass fucking snakes that are like the size.
We already have all those boars.
Oh,
have you been to
20-foot anacondas in Florida. Yeah, man. They're out there.
Very true.
But that's what I'm saying is like if that was the shit you were fighting, that's so much more believable than a big fucking green ogre guy that lives in the middle of Boston and has sacks of meat.
I would love a Fallout game set in the South just because the mutants they would have would be so sick, man. There would be fucking alligators, there would be snakes, everything. Like, yeah, it would be so good.
The mutants in New Vegas
Southern
have like cowboy hats and stuff. Like a lot of them have like that Southern, like 6-shooter, like old Western type get up, leather vests and whatnot.
I love it. The aesthetics of New Vegas specifically are so fucking good too. I just love.
They really are.
I wish one of those games lined up. I wish it wasn't apocalyptic zombies or apocalyptic fucking mutants and everything else.
See, even Stalker isn't free of that. There's zombies in Stalker, but their whole thing is like their brains are fried from like massive radar installations and antennas that were made to fry people's brains and keep them from getting like closer to the power plant, basically.
Right.
I wish that there was a game that actually just kind of explored the way people fucking acted and the way people did things and kind of allowed them to try and Like make it half MMO RPG and make it half actual normal RPG where you could actually interact with NPCs as well. Because obviously Fallout 76 didn't fucking do that. And the world of Fallout 76 kind of isn't really the strongest for that. But like allowing
it's
people
empty. It's more empty than most people expected, but it's still really good. I still really like the game, but personally, I only started playing it after the Wastelander DLC came out, and there were actually NPCs everywhere. I never played it on launch.
I played it like two or
trash.
three times because a friend of mine really liked the Fallout series, and I was like, all right, I'll get it and play with you. And I played like twice, and I was like,
it's mega grindy though, and it's like the boringest, shittiest kind of grindy, like killing the same enemies over and over again to hopefully get a decent legendary gun. That's like
that.
Some real
I hate that
type
kind of
shit.
stuff. I hate
Some like WoW
grindy
type
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
I'd
That's why
much
I quit playing
prefer
it, too.
a walking simulator like Daisy
like
or something like that, where I'm just walking for 6 hours.
Tarkov has still been my grind. But I've been taking a break and playing some Fortnite. Fortnite's been pretty fun.
We've
we
all
all
been on the
have been
Fortnite
doing
grind,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I ain't even like afraid to admit it anymore. It's a good game. No build
It
is great.
really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I just don't
it's a
like the
fucking
building,
blast.
so no build mode. That's great.
Take the building away. You're right.
Oh.
It's a perfect game. It's awesome.
So my kids invited me into a fucking lobby. Probably about
A build lobby.
4 hours. No, a no build lobby. About 4 hours ago. Playing trios. My daughter gets 0 kills. Me and my son legitimately drop 18 fucking kills in a trio by ourselves.
Y'all had her in the backpack, man.
She's just running around behind us, hitting us with a car to push us farther and get us to move faster.
Yeah, man, she's moral support. She's the
supporting
medic.
gold. That's
She's just building up
Yeah.
gold so she can buy shit
Backup.
with shatter trackers and chuck them all in her tent. Like she's
It was
playing
just
the long con, bro.
It was fucking hilarious just to drop 19 just easy without even really paying attention. Just playing the fucking game.
Real men censor Murph only if they happen to say some really out of pocket shit about a guest within like 5 minutes, man. You
Oh,
certainly
yeah.
deserve that.
That would definitely be fucked up if somebody did that. Not
It would
pointing
be.
any fingers. Murph.
Right under the bus.
Fucking BetterHelp, man. Get those emails every single fucking day. I haven't done a journal entry since week 1 of paying for BetterHelp. Go fuck yourself.
There goes that sponsorship.
Oh, God.
Zach's son does own us all in Fortnite. I will never say otherwise, man. We
And
were trying
you
so
spelled
hard.
Fortnite
so
incorrectly. I don't
He's
know
so
how
good.
good he is at Fortnite, but Fortnite he is rather good.
And he's
Correct.
good, but also the whole time he's just screwing with the rest of us.
Carrying the
Like,
team
we'll be
and
looting-
trolling the shit out of us.
Yeah, carrying the team, and then also we set in the building we're all in on fire. Like, what a
He
devious
just
little-
he loves absolutely fucking with people.
I learned
just-
most of my troll stats from him, literally. Man.
Yep.
I hear a cat in the background.
Tigerlin screaming.
It's
I
quite
get
loud.
too. Yeah.
Well, Cowboy has 2 trailer park girls going around the outside of his chair
Randy
right now.
outside.
We're on the outside.
Two trailer
So,
park
Cringle,
girls.
you, after your last role in the Super Bowl commercial, was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going across the country to help my friend move out of his house.
Oh yeah.
And you went from a 2-week trip, which is what it originally was supposed to be,
It was going to be like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
to going on this fucking countrywide fucking exploration tour that was like a quarter of the fucking year.
Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah, we drove over 9,000 miles total, I believe. I'd only been to 4 states previously, and after this trip, it's like 37 now.
You should get one of those maps for right next to your setup that has the fucking states colored in whatever color you think
Right,
is legitimate
yeah.
for them.
I'm looking at a map on Google Maps of like where you can track your timeline, which is really creepy. So I'm looking at that, and we basically, we went up.
Well, we know you sold your soul to Google.
Yeah, we went up to Idaho and then like zigzagged across the north all the way to the East Coast. And then once we were there on the East Coast for
Well, slow it
probably
down.
3 weeks.
Where was that? Idaho that you were in there hanging out with us and playing pool and shooting the shit with
Idaho.
us.
Right.
And then Cloudy started bitching at you. Come on, you
Yeah.
gotta tell the whole story.
Cloudy did start bitching at me. But that's not like a standout thing. That happens just all the time. Somebody bet that if I could win the game of pool that we were playing against my friend that I was traveling with, that they would pay for gas for the entire trip, which was
What?
a lot of fucking
was
money.
myth.
You don't remember this?
Yeah, that was myth.
I
That
didn't
was
know
myth.
that bet was made. Straight up.
And
I wasn't there that
and-
night. Holy shit!
You were there. You were there.
you were there.
When you were playing pool, I don't remember that. Fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably shit baked. Not gonna lie.
Right at the end of the hangout, and then we swapped back over to.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, he did
BBS.
join the RMTS hangout.
Yeah.
On mobile. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't realize. Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the game, Cloudy started telling him, you fucker, you're not going to win this fucking money if you keep playing pool like that. You're playing like fucking dog shit. Where did you learn to play fucking pool?
Never
It
did.
was the only time I've ever seen Cloudy actually just like rib somebody angrily.
He's
I'm
tilted
sure.
at it.
I'm sure it's because Cloudy's probably really good at pool.
The two things that we know Cloudy is good at: pool, now obviously, and spitting tobacco in a fucking old milk jug that is sitting across the fucking porch.
Every time lands at bullseye. Ping, ping, ping.
Just like a cartoon.
So did you end up winning the pool
Ping.
game and getting free gas?
We got close. It was a real grind. It just wasn't in the cards for us that night. And well, that's just how it goes sometimes.
You don't get balls and holes.
You don't get balls in holes, or you make the wrong ball in the wrong hole, and it's the other person's ball, or
Oh,
you
GG.
lose.
I heard that Hylian evil doers really get mad when you put balls in holes that they think they own.
I
You
mean,
could say that.
unless it's your pool table, you don't own the hole.
Exactly.
Just keep those balls off my drum set.
That's what it really boils down to.
I don't
As
know
long
about
as
you,
they're-
man, but I got a master sword.
Scrotum goes somewhere near the symbols. Probably should be okay.
So then you went where? Where was the next stop that you had, bud?
The next stop, we drove through like Idaho Falls, Jackson Hole area, through Wyoming, which was, I think Wyoming had the coolest look to it as we were driving through. It was so barren and so windy. It was like that was really neat. Then we made it down to Colorado Springs, where I have a friend who lives there. And we went to this really cool military museum there called Dragon Man's Military Museum. And that thing had, everything from every war that the United States has been involved in its entirety, all the way back to the Revolutionary War. They had
I didn't
artifacts.
realize he had stuff that old. I figured it was just World War I and newer.
No,
Oh, I didn't realize that.
No, that's,
Cool,
goes
man.
all the way
sick
back.
as fuck.
it was.
Was it like a house that was like a museum on the inside, or did it actually look like an actual building that
It
how like
didn't-
it's different?
So the way you come in through these like hills that he's made, and honestly, from the outside, the museum doesn't look that big, but it's huge. It's probably 4 really big warehouses just packed full of stuff, and there's like little pathways that go through it. He's definitely had his like the layout had to walk through stuff is like really well done. I just dude, there isn't words really to describe how much cool shit is there. If you're ever in the area, it's like really not that expensive to go check it out.
And I remember, didn't you only find out about it like a week before you left or something when we were all watching videos of it? Wasn't it?
No, that was something else that I did back in Vegas that really wasn't that interesting. It was at Meow Wolf Weird Mart place.
I've heard about that. Oh, the Omega Mart.
Because
Yeah,
Ash had
Omega
been
Mart.
there, but Ash went there. Was it before you or after you? I forget if he was
After.
there first. After you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the way back, wasn't it? It wasn't. On the
That
way
was
there.
the first thing we did, pretty
Oh.
much when we left. After we left,
You
Sure.
said that wasn't that cool?
it would have been. It's more for people who want to take like selfies and that kind of thing. I guess I would
Mhm.
say. It's neat. It's all a big art piece, and it's true. You can buy anything inside the little Omega Mart place. It's really weird products, like a thing that says it's peanuts, but it's 100% salt, and yeah, that's all that's in there is just salt. But a lot of the stuff is like weird brands of cereal, but
Like
it's
dry
all
humor
your
shit.
dry humor shit. But you're just buying the box, like the product
Okay.
on the box. So there's nothing in it. You're buying that, and something like that's like $20.
Yeah, that's kind of
So it's kind of
ridiculous.
expensive.
Just
I
like
gotta keep the lights on
souvenir.
somehow.
Right.
How much was the admission? Was it pretty
Kinda let
expensive to
down.
get in there too, or what?
I think it was like $50 or something like that.
What if
Okay.
you
Not
drop
crazy.
like some?
No,
What if you
that
drop
is
some Molly
fucking
or
ridiculous.
Yeah,
You know, a little bit of acid?
if you partook in some,
Psychedelics.
certain psychedelics, that would be really cool. But also you would have to be careful because that could also be kind of frightening. Because
Is that where the Nazi museum is? No, that's the place that Kringle was talking about before. So
It's not a Nazi museum. There is a room that has artifacts from the Nazi party.
so I thought
just
about
make
this.
that clear.
This would be a really, really cool idea for a museum. Call it the train through time or whatever fucking train pun, and make it train cars lined up like Connex boxes end to end to end. But you only see one when you come in. So like you come in the front of the Connex box, and then it's like a straight walk back, and then you loop around essentially.
Yeah.
And as you go through time, everything's like artificially correct and everything else. So there's like uniforms of whatever people were
Each era
around.
and shit.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know how like people build the things and put them in epoxy and everything else? Do that with like a Connex box so you could literally walk through time.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. It would.
Just like dioramas that you literally walk through as a Connex box. I think that would be
Killer
a
idea.
super fucking cool idea. That's my idea. Absolutely. Nobody else can take
trademarked
that.
right now.
Yeah, it's trademarked. Go
Trademarked.
fuck yourself. My idea.
Bing bong.
Yeah.
Just know I'm poor and it's never gonna fucking happen, especially because
But if we ever
Yeah,
see
the
it
guy-
happen,
the
you're
show's
getting
gone now.
The
sued.
guy that owns the military museum in Colorado Springs, he ain't poor because there's
Well, isn't that one of the
hundreds
largest
of
private?
millions of dollars, probably almost $1 billion worth of stuff in there.
Isn't it one of the largest private collections, if not the largest, of military
not-
memorabilia in the
Correct.
U.S.? That's so insane to fathom because you think of what some of those rich motherfuckers out there have, man. Like that's
And it's
Yeah.
not
that's
like,
wild.
and it's not like you go inside and you see all the guns and stuff from World War II, World War I, or whatever, and it's like replicas. No,
It's all real
these-
shit.
it's all real
Uniforms.
shit.
Gear, like yeah.
Like that guy had enough cyanide to kill a lot of people.
Wow.
and he keeps
Chilling.
it safe, but you can just look through this piece of glass and you're like, wow.
What if
Okay,
somebody broke
that's right
in and
there.
stole that?
That would be a bad idea. This dude
There's a lot of
has-
guns around.
This dude has
just a few.
This dude has a Jeep type armored vehicle with a
Yeah.
minigun mounted on it.
He's
And
hoping
besides the
he's
minigun is an
waiting and praying for the
M60.
day.
And not to mention all the 75 millimeter recoilless rockets that he has. Like,
Yeah.
Colorado Springs. If
Maybe
like,
dude.
I would not want to commit a crime there because fucking Batman lives in that town.
The police call him.
Nah, man. Gotham is completely New York City, but we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Continue
No.
on with your story.
So after we left Colorado, we drove through Kansas, which was actually pretty neat. I think a lot of people would say that driving through Kansas is like one of the more boring parts, but it was just so different to what I'm used to that it was. I spent however long that drive was, 8 hours or so, just staring out the window, just taking
Haven't
it
seen
all in.
corn recently.
And then we got to Kansas City, Missouri, and met up with a fellow member of RMTS, our friends, and we had some delicious barbecue that he had recommended. And
Cool.
I mean, I went ahead and like ordered the barbecue sauce online when I got back home, just to have it again. It was so good.
Nice.
Oh, that's the place Captain showed you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Yeah,
nice
that's
sticky
fair.
barbecue sauce, or was it like one of the not sweet barbecue sauces?
It was they would had two versions. There was like a mild and a hot, and I preferred the hot version because it
absolutely
wasn't as sweet. And it was really good. LC's barbecue, if anybody is in that area.
Was it like one of
and
those
hasn't heard
sweet
of it.
heat kind of barbecue sauces, or was it just like super smooth with the heat?
It was nice and smooth. It was I can't even talk. My mouth is like salivating thinking about it.
I know you want to go get that bottle, man. Go take a rip.
Go take a rip from the
Just take a chug of the
Give me a
the
pull.
barbecue sauce.
Little 6-7
got this,
second pull off that thing right there. You'd be good to go.
Give him that.
How much money would you pay me to finish one of the bottles?
No,
No,
man.
you gotta
you
save
go
it.
take-
I don't want you to.
You would
If
have
you go
the
take a sip of that barbecue
satisfaction.
sauce,
Because
I'll
I'll
go
take
out-
an antacid and get to work.
You would have the satisfaction
Hold
of
on,
having
hold on.
enjoyed an entire bottle of barbecue by yourself.
If
in
you
one
go take a
sitting.
sip of your barbecue sauce, I will go take a mouthful of Sweet Baby Ray's and swallow it without anything else. Right now. I will go get it right now.
All right.
Oh my god, no.
Exactly. Exactly. I'll fucking do it. I did some weird ass shit as a kid. I used to eat barbecue sauce and balled up bread just to make the time go past because I was hungry and bored.
I know I've brought this stuff up to you guys before. HP sauce. It's a steak sauce from the UK. Have you guys ever tried it?
No.
Heard of it even?
No,
What is
we have A1.
Sold in
which
tall, square, identical
A1's
bottles.
dog shit.
Funnily
I-
enough.
sounds like
identical
identical
bottles.
bottles. Yeah.
Oh,
A1 is not dog shit. I won't have that type of talk around here.
It really is dog shit. The only way
A1's
that you
alright.
should use A1, and this sounds stupid, the only way you should use A1 is
We got
creating
barbecue
a
sauce.
sauce with Worcestershire sauce. I'll go grab it as soon as I'm done saying this. You put some steak in a pan, and after it's like halfway cooked, you then make the sauce with the A1, the jus that comes out of the steak with Worcestershire sauce. That's good. But if you're just using fucking A1 sauce as like a dipping sauce, you're fucking gross.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go grab barbecue sauce.
No,
I like
on
A1 for like
chicken.
basting burgers.
on
I've never
steak,
even
on burger.
insulted. I've never even insulted like a Denny's steak with A1 burger sauce.
All right, so I guess
Sorry, steak sauce, not burger sauce.
I don't know, guys.
Just if,
I'm a big
if
fan.
you
of
need
A1.
something to put on the steak, then it's not a good steak.
What about
If you
Heinz
guys ever
57?
see HP
Oh, I
sauce,
agree with
man,
you.
I know
I
it probably
agree
isn't
with
sold
you.
in most stores down there, but HP sauce is amazing. Like Zach said too, where he prefers A1 if it has like Worcestershire sauce in it.
Mhm.
Worcestershire is the main like flavor ingredient in this HP sauce stuff, but it's like kind of tangy and shit at the same time. I love it. I've loved it since I was a kid, and I only brought it up because where he was saying like balling up bread with barbecue sauce, I would do like that level of shit when I was a kid with this stuff. I would put this on like crackers, chips, and shit. Like my family thought I was fucked in the head because I would eat this sauce with everything. I still love this stuff.
Where I was like that with mayo. I would eat mayo sandwiches all day, every
Oh,
day.
that's dirty.
Double decker mayo sandwiches. Yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't even
yeah.
ball up
Goes
the
with
bread
southern
and
shit,
eat it
bro.
with barbecue sauce.
Day.
I would just ball up bread and eat the bread. But if I wanted like something different, I would go in the fridge and grab like a can of whipped cream. Eat 2-3 mouthfuls of whipped cream.
We had
And
a
then,
family,
if you want
sorry.
something tangy, you just grab the barbecue sauce because
Yeah.
eating ketchup by itself is gross.
We had a family friend who made this like Chipotle bacon barbecue sauce, and it was so good. We just not even no prompt, just okay. It was so good. I would put it on fruit, like melon.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I can see that. A lot of like fruity stuff goes really good with spice. Like you think like salsas with mango and
Alright,
shit like that. In
this
the
is
menu.
it.
So what
This
we
is
have here-
LC's famous
Famous
Kansas
hot.
City barbecue sauce.
All right. So are you going to chug that?
No, he's gonna take a nice swig out of
Take
it. He's
a
good.
little sip,
Yeah.
a little drinky poo.
Okay. Some
But
tasty notes
whatchamacallit,
about
there's
that.
some idiots that put fucking
It's thicker when it's cold.
So how quickly, hypothetically, do you think you could finish the entire bottle?
That'd be hard because it's quite thick. It wouldn't. I don't.
Gun to your head.
Because I would want to drink it like it's a liquid, and it's kind of
Uh-huh.
almost not. Be like drinking one of those
You can have a
non-Newtonian
spoon.
fluids.
You can have a spoon if you must.
I could do it with a spoon.
What about a big straw?
I didn't know that.
It's like it has a consistency of like custard.
Like a boba straw.
Half-inch milkshake.
Oh wow,
straw.
that's pretty
Yeah.
thick. Yeah, heavy duty. You can really get some sucking done with one of them things.
Like a boba straw, is that
No.
what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. A real heavy duty one. Or like if 7-Eleven's around you guys, like one of those heavy duty Slurpee straws.
Heavy? No, we just got regular Slurpee straws, dude.
Oh yeah, we got the big ones. Yeah.
You guys must put those away back there.
Oh, we sure do. Yeah.
It's just because
All those
Cowboys
Slurpees
used to
around these
suck you a
parts.
little bit harder than you are. That's all.
You can fit about 3 of them regular
Get
straws
shit
in one of
on.
these mango ones.
I mean,
for
not
show.
much water in the South. I don't blame them, man. You gotta get what you can take.
Yeah, well, and plus it's like semi-frozen. It's always so hot around here, so it's always a nice little treat.
They
Got
give you a slushy
Coca-Cola,
frozen. You gotta wait for it to melt a
red
bit
cherry.
first.
It's like the slush is like it's like ice, like shaved ice and like liquid. So it's like a kind of like a half frozen kind of icy material. I wouldn't say
Cloudy
that.
just said you could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch. By the way, not sure if you saw that one, but
Oh wow.
classic
No.
joke. Classic joke. Not very inventive, but
I
bring on the money.
haven't ever sucked chrome off of any trailer hitches, but
Nah,
one
if
time I
Cowboy
did
goes
get
to-
a golf ball through a water hose.
Nah, if Cowboy goes to California or if he goes to New York, he definitely can suck some boba balls through a fucking paper straw. Now,
Ooh,
Paper
certainly.
straws. Don't even get me going. They're
Yeah, I don't
everywhere here in
know.
Canada now. I hate it.
I hate those
I hate
too.
them.
I wouldn't have more higher standards for myself than paper straw, Zach.
nah, man, there is no higher standards around here unless you're gonna buy yourself a fucking metal straw and swap it in between.
But I hate the
rooms.
turtles. No, plastic. I'll bring my own.
I don't know. In my opinion, that shit's fucking retarded. They fucking wrapped them in plastic anyway. Before it was
Right? That's the bullshit of
Plastic
it all,
straws
anyways.
wrapped in paper. Now all of a sudden it's paper straws wrapped in plastic. I don't really think it's much of a difference, but
Well, I know there's like still a lot of places in the U.S. that use plastic grocery bags everywhere because a lot of places in Canada have moved away from them. Like here in Atlantic, Canada, you cannot find a plastic grocery bag, period, anywhere. They got rid of them
All
like
paper.
must be 7-8 years ago. Either paper or they just like pretty much make you buy reusable ones or like bring your own shit.
so
Okay.
when fucking COVID started,
Pretty rough.
they said,
pretty
you know
messed
what,
up.
we're gonna ban all plastic bags, but the tax that we were gonna put on the plastic bags so that way they got refunded out, we're gonna make it so way all of the companies also have to provide paper bags and reusable bags for you to use
Yeah, that's
without paying for them.
yeah.
Like
Hmm.
that's what the tax is for them to be covered. So all of the Walmarts, all of the fucking Targets, everything said, you know what? We're not carrying any bags anymore. Have fun.
Oh,
That's
no
so
way.
stupid.
Man.
What a jab back at the man though. Like
They
tell
said,
us
nope,
we
we're not
can't
paying
do
the
it.
tax and we're not giving you any bags. Have fun.
Don't think so. Not so fast,
Oh,
Jack.
man.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
way to stick it to Sam.
Yep.
Good
What
on
about all
you.
the bag boys? They're all out of work now.
I forget
That-
bags so often because we have to do that in California too.
I use
You have
food
to
delivery. man.
pay like however much it is for a bag if you don't have one.
I keep like
And
half a
that's
dozen
the-
reusable.
If they
in my
just didn't
car.
have
Put my own
bags, I'd be
box.
like, well, shit. All right,
I-
well, this is going to take a few trips. I guess I'll be back.
I use
Grab a
Walmart
couple to
pickup.
go.
I go through, stock my entire car with food. Once I get to my house, I fucking pack the bags in my fucking driveway. I'll walk them in my door because you fucking forget those bags everywhere. So I might as well just leave them in the closet.
It's fair. It's fair. Delivery is free around here for Walmart, so
Yep.
I've just been having my stuff delivered here lately.
Walmart Plus
had
is
too much
fucking
issue.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It genuinely is. as
14 bucks
stupid
a
as it
month,
sounds.
I think, is what I pay for it.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's
Well,
It's
it's
awesome.
actually
great.
pretty sick. I like that.
You also get 15% off on Walmart gas too.
I don't
real
know if there
deal.
are any Walmarts with gas stations here. I've never seen one. in
A
my
lot
life.
of the South.
Oh
has
yeah.
them.
Oh
Not up here.
yeah. Murphy.
Yeah,
With the
I don't
delivery,
have
do
one
they
USA.
outsource that, or do they have people who work for Walmart specifically just to deliver their groceries and whatnot? Do you know?
No, it's people work for Walmart. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
outsourced. Yeah, they have their
Cool,
own
cool.
delivery teams. Yeah. They did
Hope
that through
they're at least
COVID.
paid fairly. They probably are, assuming that they're
Yeah.
driving Walmart vehicles and shit.
I think and I don't know, they probably do have them use their own vehicle, but I would assume that probably what happened is they saw Instacart. They saw these Instacarters walking around. They're like, hold on, we can do that ourselves.
Walmart refuses Instacart and everything. If it's not a normal fucking branch grocery store, they're not fucking lined up.
Yep.
I feel like this is almost going to get to like the whole like movie streaming service where now there's so fucking many you need to buy one subscription service for each goddamn show or movie you want to watch, and it's going to be the same thing for like grocery stores eventually because they'll all see it's a little bit more lucrative to do it on their own than get one of these other like Uber Eats companies to do it. It's too much, man.
They took Family Guy off Netflix.
Did they really?
Yeah.
What are we going to listen to on fucking
Hulu.
Pornhub from now on?
Watch Hulu.
All these amateur
game playthroughs and stuff.
You get to buy.
Yeah,
there are in
videos and stuff.
Podcasts.
They're not going to have.
Yeah.
PKA has 2 episodes on Pornhub.
Fuck off! No way.
Really?
RMTS is actually moving to Pornhub.
No, I'm not verified yet, man. I haven't started. That's a topic we're gonna save.
It's the SEO. It's the SEO.
No, we got to go back to Cringle's fucking road trip across the country, and then we can go into Pornhub and OnlyFans.
So where do we get to now? Missouri.
Yeah,
Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri.
He just finally met the first person.
I met the first person from the group. Ate some good barbecue for dinner, and then said our goodbyes. We were probably leaving. It's probably like 7:00 in the evening at this point. So we drive up towards Des Moines, Iowa, and find a hotel about halfway through. All right place. Did smell a little musty. And then a very large thunderstorm hit, which me being from Southern California, I'm not used to these types
Water
of
falling from the sky.
water falling from the sky and these massive fucking thunderstorms.
Did you turn into the courageous lion and say, "It's a twister. It's a twister"?
I did not. What I did do was like made friends with like the owner of the hotel, and like we just like stood outside like underneath the carport thing, just like watching the storm and like chatting.
That's pretty sick.
Played with his dog for a while, you know.
Oh, that's what they call it nowadays.
Shut up.
Go across the country and just all of a sudden start playing with everybody's dog.
Mm-hmm.
Man's got to eat.
And then we woke up the next morning and we drove to meet the next friend, which, well, you guys probably haven't seen in a while. Old good old Myth at his little humble abode. Spent the night with him, had a good time, went down to like this little lake, went swimming, drove up north to like Wisconsin, and had some burgers, where I proceeded to spill an entire cocktail all over myself in like 5 minutes of sitting down.
Can't fucking take you anywhere, man.
Just like reached back after setting something else down and just donking it completely just all down my front. And yeah, that was really embarrassing, you know. The waitress came over and like
she gets you napkins.
She got me a lot of napkins and a towel from the kitchen.
Was the drink that bad, or were you just clumsy?
I'm just clumsy, you know. Fucking sat in wet pants for the rest of the meal.
That wasn't the only time you had wet pants during the night.
No, it was not. But I can't talk about that on Twitch.
Yep, mum's the word on that one. But so all in all, you think it was a good time?
It included a bunch of duct tape.
What'd you get for the entree?
Zip ties and
like a bacon burger.
Garbage bags.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Medium well, medium
rare.
Medium rare. I like a pink burger, bro. Not bad.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. Which
cooked?
I like all of.
I know your burgers are, but are you cooked?
First of all, I am, and second of all, they are cooked. They're cooked to the right temperature, medium rare. I think all beef should be cooked medium rare.
Exactly, 100%.
I don't know. Have you ever been handed a blue rare steak by a family member that was never cooked?
Yes, and I've enjoyed it.
After it was in the oven for 4.5 hours. That wasn't
on on the grill for
Can't
like
save.
a minute, if that, and heavily seasoned.
I dealt with
Good.
that problem for Christmas dinner probably 7 years ago. We're at my mother-in-law's, and she's like, "Yeah, Zach. I even made you something special. The pie that was above the fucking steak was cooked. Steak wasn't cooked." So I sit down at the fucking table. She's so fucking elated, so excited. Sits down this fucking big ass tinfoil wrapper right in front of me. And
It's cold to the touch.
the entire thing was bright fucking dark red on the outside.
Very
She's
cool.
like, "Zach, I even cooked it blue rare for you."
Very cool.
I
What is that? What does blue rare even mean?
Like she turned on a light in the oven and put it in there for a little bit.
When you cook something blue rare, you're supposed to turn your pan very, very, very fucking hot. That sizzles the outside,
The
crisps
sear
up
is the
both sides,
only thing that's getting.
Yeah,
And
you're
you throw
not
it in
2
the
minutes
oven,
either side on a blue.
and you throw it in the oven for like a minute and a half, I think, or something like, just to
Ugh.
kill the bacteria on the inside.
That
It's
doesn't sound
supposed to. It's not supposed to look
do
blue,
that.
but that's what they
People
call it.
don't do that.
This
Yeah,
steak
blue is
was
like the most rare you
fucking
can
dark.
get.
Never heard
It
of
was
that.
like this fucking color purple.
Ugh. So it was cooked at 4 hours
It's
at
dry
room
aged.
temperature, basically.
Yeah.
The onions that were in the
How the-
fucking tinfoil were still completely crunchy after 4 hours.
Bro. That's awesome.
Disgusting.
So after you ate the cheese curds,
I had cheese curds too. That's true.
Ooh,
Oh, of course.
were they
Myth would
squeaky?
not have let you get out of there without that. No.
Oh,
Were they
no.
squeaky?
They were from a well-known and reputable chain restaurant called Culver's.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So no, they were not. They were not good. They were like shitty French fries. And I don't recommend Culver's for myself, but other people, sure.
I personally want to try it someday. Kind of because Myth has hyped it up so hard with the cheese curds and shit, but for a fast food place, they do seem to have a really weird, diverse menu. I just like that much about it. It's not
They
just
do.
your
They have
typical burgers,
yeah.
fries, and shit. I like it.
The French fries look a lot like Brahms French fries. Around here, we have this like ice cream joint called Brahms. They do burgers and stuff too. They have like maybe 50 different types of ice cream there. Oh my
Damn.
gosh, so good. Yeah, they scoop it there fresh. You buy it by the pint. Shit's so good.
I'm kind of surprised that you hit Missouri first and then went back like up towards Illinois. I figured you would have just gone straight across, closer to the border there, and then gone south.
Yeah, I don't know.
Missouri's before Illinois, but
Is that further west than Illinois itself?
it goes Missouri and then Illinois. So you would just
Oh, I thought they were
We
just like
hit-
pretty much due south of it.
We
So-
basically hit Kansas City and then went north, straight north.
Oh, okay, okay.
and then it would be like northeast to travel through to Illinois.
And then after I left Myth's humble abode, we drove past Chicago because I'm not going to that city.
Ain't trying to get shot.
But I got we drove through the outskirts, so I got some pictures of the skyline.
Cool. Did you hear any
We went down.
gunshots?
No, we were driving on the freeway. I had the windows up, listening to music.
Word.
Was it at least Kanye West as you went through Chicago?
I remember going.
Chief Keef. I would have turned
No
on
idea.
Chief Keef instantly. Like, bro, we're going through Chirac.
Chirac. I love that term. God damn.
These bitches love Sosa. We getting turned
No,
up.
100%. You turn on God, Syria, and Bashar on repeat and just drive through Chicago.
Great idea. Certainly a fantastic
Yeah,
idea.
with
I'm
the
sure there's no one
system.
who's left Syria for America who hates that man. So
Good old Chirac.
It's okay. You go fast enough that they can't even understand what the fuck they're saying. You
I
just
can't
go.
drive the speed limit listening to that song personally. You bump that
Fuck
shit, man. Double the
DCMA
speed limit.
claims.
minimum.
Fuck you, cowboy.
What?
I said DCMA claims. Fuck you.
Oh
Cowboy.
shit.
Digital
Sorry
copyright and
about that.
Millennium Acts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2 strikes now, Zach. One
Whoa.
more.
Podcast
is done.
That still counts as one.
Fuck.
Shit.
Ah.
Yeah, the other one was me singing LMFAO the other night as we were playing fucking Stupid People.
Dude, just singing it wasn't
So
even
we
playing.
we were stupid people. We were playing super people.
So is that
Oh,
game
special
like
people.
gonna be released soon? Is the beta still
October.
up?
October.
Yeah,
No,
middle of
it's closed
October.
for now.
Yeah.
And then early access is in October for anybody who was a part of the beta, I think, for what the Discord said. I could
cool.
be a little bit
Oh
wrong.
no, if that goes in early access, that's anyone can get it on Steam, but they can then charge money for it.
Yeah. So I would assume people that already have it downloaded will have it, and then people that haven't downloaded it will have to pay.
I'm
But
assuming
that's
they're going to
just
keep
kind of
that
the-
free to
Or
play.
they
That's
add
like the whole like tickets
microtransactions.
thing for reviving people. They're
Yeah.
definitely going to keep it free to play. It seems. I hope I'm
Yeah.
right. Anyway,
That was
Yeah.
a good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
that was
Me
tough
too.
though. That's by
Yeah.
far the toughest battle royale I've ever touched. That shit is next level.
But yeah, that
Very
game
close
is
to
really
finishing.
hard.
Oh yeah, you guys both played it with us, did you not?
Mhm.
That day? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, they were
Had a
there
lot
while
of
we were
fun with it.
singing LMFAO.
Rock
I'm
the
going on
beat
a
and
rant
rock
about-
the show. With your feet and dance some
Here we
more.
go again.
Hey, okay,
Oh, my
sorry. It's so
Okay.
good, man. Red
Podcast
food,
is
some
over
sky
with.
blue. Come on, don't strike our shit down. We ain't hating no player. We're just spreading
That
the
shit's
love.
old. They probably don't even
Come on,
have any
guys.
copyrights left on their music. Man, come on.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You wish.
They're just still trying to suck every penny they can out of it, I suppose. Which is a crying shame too, because they could have really been raking in the cash in the fucking disco scene if they
What
would have
are
stuck
they up
around.
to?
The
Wasn't there
disco
like
scene.
legal controversy with the older of the two of them?
Yeah,
They stopped making
allegedly.
music.
Allegedly, the older of the two, like they're related. I think that one's the uncle.
One's the
of
uncle and
other.
then one's the nephew.
They're
And the uncle
actually
knew more than the nephew did and took all of the rights to all of the
Yeah,
music
they
that was
stole
ever
Shit,
money.
released.
really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Damn.
It
Man.
was like the biggest rug pull I've ever heard of. Hold on, I will
What?
Google it and tell the story as
What?
Cowboy Talk.
Can you imagine that, man? With as popular as they were back like 2010, to not hold the rights to that music nowadays. and
Well, here's
not
the
getting
thing.
royalties from it. Fuck, that would
Dang.
suck.
The older one's dad, the younger one's grandfather, was the owner of a record label out in Cali, a really reputable one. I'm
Yep.
trying to think of what it was. Anyway,
I
so
have
they
no
they
idea.
knew how it went anyways.
So originally they were
They were
able to
playing
sign
some
with the
very
Black Eyed
fast
Peas
songs.
frontman Will I Am for Will I Am Music, which is Cherry Tree Records, and Interscope in 2008. And then they were able to release the hit song I Am in Miami Bitch, becoming the theme song for Courtney and Chloe Take Miami, and Get Crazy for MTV's Jersey Shore. Obviously, two of the largest. Yeah.
Oh fuck, that song's so good.
I didn't know they did the music for those songs for those
Yep.
shows.
Then they started influencing with hip hop and more EDM and released their second album, Sorry for Party Rockin', which is the party rock anthem, which was originally meant for Flo Rida, which would be absolutely interesting to see his version of it. Because we all
Man,
know
him
that
rapping
fucking-
over that song would be fire.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Can we get a remix of this, please?
Yeah.
And then
Motown.
with the
Motown,
signature
yeah.
everyday shuffle and beat drop, sparking the revival of the Melbourne Shuffle. The party rock anthem was performed so well because, in essence, it is extremely well written. That's what the fuck the founder of Cherry Tree Records said about it. And then it was one of the top Billboard Top 100. And then Sexy and I Know It came out after the party rock anthem. That also obviously hit top 10 in the fucking Billboard. That doesn't tell me any of the fucking problems. So
Yeah, I don't know about the problems. Their grandfather was the owner of the record label that signed Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 back in the day, and a whole bunch of other artists. So
Oh, so
they
came from
definitely
money. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
yeah,
they're
Wow.
definitely plants.
Fuck,
But
man.
I think that both of them at one point or another tried a solo career, and neither of them really took off, which is a real shame too, because I mean, telling you, their songs, if they were still releasing them, would be in every club in America today. They're still in every club in America today, just not as frequently as they should be.
Yeah, if they had stuck around and gone through, I'm sure they probably would have leaned more towards trap music more than anything. If they had stuck around making that kind of club shit, that probably would be pretty damn good.
Yeah, trap electric probably would be. Yeah, I think it would be too. It's a damn shame.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, no, their fucking music is sick. But so then you got to Delaware, you started cleaning out this dude's house.
Yeah. We got to Delaware, started cleaning out this buddy of mine's house, and there was a whole lot of shit to do. His roommate had completely neglected the house for 3 years. And so the backyard is completely overgrown. There's vines and like
Yeah, you were saying it was
weeds
like
that are-
Vietnam out there.
yeah, it was a jungle. It really was. It was wild how much had grown.
You just use
And-
Agent Orange everywhere, though, right? That's the easiest way to.
Well, we were out there with swords, knocking down some of the really tall weeds because he had like left these like $200-$300 like swords behind, and
Yeah,
which
your shows
now
are
are
nice.
which now are in my garage.
Sick,
I got
sick.
to keep all that shit as well.
So you guys
as,
didn't see this guy. He was already moved
No,
out.
he was
right?
already gone.
Shit.
So are
shit.
you saying you concealed carried a katana across the United States, where some of those states are questionably legal?
It's not concealed if it's in a vehicle. I mean, he didn't have it down his pant leg walking around Walmart.
Yeah.
No, I definitely had it down my pant leg. What are you talking about?
Is that a samurai sword, or are you just happy to see me, Zach?
I'm just very happy to see the ginger of the group. That's all.
So yeah, we were there for a long time, probably almost a month, if not a month.
Yeah.
And we kind of used there as like a home base. So we did like day trips to like Washington D.C. and Baltimore and Philadelphia, and I did some like traveling down and saw some like small town productions of different shows while I was there because that's my interest. Drove to the beach, got to put my feet in the Atlantic, and then on a trip we went to Philadelphia, went to this cool like Harry Potter exhibit where we met with another friend of ours, Turbo Soggy, and I got to, as a fan of Harry Potter, watch him, someone who's never read the books, never seen the movies, and doesn't give a shit about Harry Potter, spend $40 or however much it is to get into this entire exhibit dedicated to it. It's like doesn't give a fuck, and he's looking at like actual costumes, you know, used in the movies and like props and like pieces of scripts and production notes and stuff like that. And he's like, I don't give a shit about any of this.
Where's the beer?
Yeah. HP Faye would be nerding out right now.
Yeah,
That's
it was
kinda
super
funny.
cool. But yeah, he was just like fucking for Cringle, I guess. All right, I'll do it. And after that, we went to a wonderful little bar, which is, I guess, known to be the bar that inspired some of the inspiration for It's Always Sunny on Philadelphia. It's Patty's Pub in Old City. And while we were there, we're drinking at the bar, and this dude walks in, and he announces himself to the bar as he's like, "I'm Tommy fucking Hall's here." He walks in and immediately just starts shit with another patron of the bar, someone else, or they know each other, and other patrons in the bar are like egging him on, like, you know, trying to get him to fight or whatever.
Yeah.
And the bartender's yelling at everybody in the bar saying, "If you fucking instigate, you're getting cut off." So Tommy Hall like stands up and is just like, "All right, I'm coming back and I'm gonna kill every single one of you in here." And I'm like, "Okay,
Fuck, man.
we're just gonna see what happens." Dude comes back. It's a short guy, balding. He's wearing a dirty t-shirt. He comes in and he's got a Christmas tree that he has fashioned into some kind of melee weapon.
When you
some
started talking about
crushing
this,
device.
I legitimately thought of like a random fucking axe that they would have in Fortnite as like a Christmas tree, except with a fucking shotgun handle that you'd use for a sawed-off shotgun.
He had very clearly carved this, and not just like crudely, like he's put like details. You could see there was clearly a handle, which was the skinnier side, you know, the top of the Christmas tree, and branches that were probably like that thick or so, like sticking out, that are cut down and like rounded to almost like to like trying to get to a point, but still really blunt. And he comes in, and I'm like, well, this is how it goes. Mama always told me not to get into a bar in Philadelphia, and that's just what I did.
By fuck, she was right.
Oh,
She was
man.
right.
Cloudy said that
no,
Christmas tree does 1d8 damage in Dungeons and Dragons.
I think this one gets a boost because it's wielded by a crackhead.
So
He's got a
with
plus
these-
10 to strength.
With these little details that you were talking about, did he have little fucking tally marks for every person that he killed with that fucking Christmas tree?
If he did, they were either somewhere I couldn't see readily.
So how I picture this guy, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, is I think back to fucking Gotham, and the only fucking person that I can compare this guy to is Victor Zsasz from fucking
Yeah.
Batman. So like the whole I'm gonna scratch a mark in to say that, yeah, this is the person that I killed or the person that I hurt with my Christmas tree fucking melee weapon. That's who I picture. Just a very, very undone fucking Victor Zsasz.
So do you think
he
that
plays
this guy's
NoHo,
from the wrong
the guy
city?
that plays NoHo Hank in Barry,
Hmm.
right? Is that who we're talking about? I'm looking.
Probably.
Victor Zsasz.
Does that guy play Victor Zsasz in the new Harley Quinn movie?
No,
Or
it's
does he
a different
play
guy.
Zsasz?
The dude in Gotham is super, super clean cut. And then as the show goes on, he adds cuts into like his arms, and then he proceeds.
No, this guy had like buzzed hair, but it was balding, so you could see like the patch.
That's why I was
And
saying it's
then,
like he's a sketchy version of Victor Zsasz, but like mentally he's there. He's like, I'm gonna kill people with my fucking
Yeah. He just
Christmas
hasn't
tree.
gotten physically
From
there
what I
yet.
remember, he's wearing like a white T-shirt and like a pair of like cargo shorts or something like that. And like I want to say flip flops. I'm not sure.
So
But-
he's like that dude that went viral, like, what was it, last year or the year before, in that donut shop screaming at someone because women wouldn't love him because he's short. I forget that guy's name.
That was like 8 years ago, and that was the Bagel Boss. He's
Like I
dead.
want to, I would say that
I forgot
this-
that he died. Shit, man.
that Tommy Hall
He was
is a
in the right
regular.
location too, because he could have met the Bagel Boss.
Right? I knew he was in New England somewhere.
He was in the tri-state.
Shit.
No, I don't think it definitely wasn't the same dude.
No. The
I
Bagel
bet
Boss
if you
is dead.
look, I bet if you searched all the photos that have been taken at that place and posted online, you'd see him in the background somewhere. He seemed like he was a regular.
With or without the Christmas tree? Do you think it's in a picture?
It's probably in a picture.
Jamie wants to get on that for us.
I'm looking.
We ought to get this to Jamie.
Jamie.
We get
You
this to
fucking
Jamie.
just called Zach Jamie. Bro.
No, I'm not calling you Jamie. Zach.
He is
I was-
Joe. He's Joe.
I
Both,
was
man.
talking to our non-existent. Well, I guess you are the producer of RMTS, but I mean Jamie is so much more than the producer. He's the guy that's really making sure that shit's go quick, and that's all he's. So he's not a host at all. He is never.
Dude,
Has he even
it-
guessed?
He's the dungeon master. Of
Yes.
that fucking
Yeah. He
podcast, bro.
absolutely. Yeah.
if this is fucking Tommy Hall, I'm
He
going
has
to die
guns.
laughing. But just looking at this picture, I kind of have a feeling it's possible.
Where am I looking?
I'm sharing it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm doing both. I'm producing and hosting. The purple shirt.
No, I don't think so.
Damn it!
I could
was
see
fucking
him
hoping.
with
He's too
Uh,
old. Tommy Hall isn't that old.
Oh, really? I expected like 50s or so, and just
No.
completely disheveled. And
Late 30s, early 40s.
that dude looks like he has man tits and completely would carry around a fucking
But
Christmas
done
tree.
drugs, so looks drugged, older drug wise.
Yeah, like you
This
can see
dude-
that dude look like he.
This
did
dude's a
drugs.
tourist.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see that guy as a tourist. I see them as they probably came from the closest fucking trailer park, and they're
This is in the middle of the city. There's not
They're, yes, I know. I'm saying they came from the closest. They traveled a little bit, but the closest one. And their kids 100% have the middle name Lynn, and it's hyphenated with their first name.
I don't know. This dude feels
Yeah.
like,
Of course.
yeah, Midwestern, but tourism. Like, they're in the city for an event. Not an event, but like
maybe
some kind of like
Kentucky. Like if you feel
family
that's
wedding.
Midwest, I would give you Kentucky, but I think that's about as far west as he goes.
Let me
Arkansas,
look.
man.
For west.
That guy looks Arkansas-ish. They both
Arkansian.
look Arkansas-ish.
Or isn't
Yeah.
it Arkansan?
Arkansian. I could see some Arkansian in them for sure.
I love pronouncing Arkansas like Arkansas and trying to make people believe that that's actually how I think it's pronounced. I've got some people pretty pissed doing that before. It's kind of funny. People from Kansas, obviously.
So Tommy Hall was an electric drug player who was born in 1943, bud.
I don't think that's the right Tommy Hall, Egrin. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not the right Tommy Hall.
We need
Definitely not.
He
Egrin
is
in
definitely
the
feeding us the wiki articles, though, and like, do not stop it. That's what we need.
somebody
He's
get
trying.
Egrin
He's
the
trying
tree
to fuck it.
labs.
Only 28 photos on Yelp. Are you serious?
Egrin just put everything in the private chat.
This is not Patty's Pub I'm looking at on this.
I found
Random
Patty's
pictures
Old
of a
City
random
Pub,
bar in PA.
and that's where I found that image. Was Patty's
Not your picture. The picture I'm looking at.
I know.
It's not.
I was giving you my search string so that way you could actually.
That's
try.
because I'm looking at a Patty's Pub in Alamonte Springs, Florida, which is definitely not the thing.
Yeah, you're. So
Right
then
ocean.
you went to Florida and went to that Patty's Pub.
I did not go to the
No, that
Patty's
was
Pub
before.
in Florida. But before I went to Florida, I had my first time experience of New York City.
Ooh, how was that?
So you broke your apple
Ooh.
and your cherry at the same time.
I had a fucking blast in New York City.
Did you get one of those
Everybody
full-time
talks
station
about like
Robin
I mean,
Tugs?
I was only in the city for 3 days, and it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I didn't see any violence. The only most violence I saw was just, like literally 2 pigeons fighting.
Well,
over,
you
like, a
weren't in
piece of
that
bread.
bad of a place.
All right.
I wasn't in a bad place. I was in
mid.
Midtown Manhattan for most of the time. And our hotel was like just a few blocks away from the Empire State Building. I could see it from our window. We did all the tour stuff, except for I didn't go up to the top of the Empire State Building because it was so fucking expensive to do that. Like literally to take the elevator, it's like $70.
Holy what?
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
What
And
about the
instead,
stairs?
I would die. 100%.
Just so you know, if you pay that $70 to that guy who's standing inside the elevator, he also gives you a bump of coke off his keys too.
I'm good.
Yeah. Well, that's another 70.
Yeah.
No, it's inclusive with the 70 because the bump is less than $70.
Well,
He's just standing in front of the keys, so that way you know that you can't touch them.
what I did do, first thing I think I did when I got there, which I'd always imagined if I was in New York, the first thing I would do was to get New York pizza.
Mhm.
Instead, I got
Good
this
choice.
place called Los Tacos #1, and that was some bomb fucking tacos. I went back for seconds. I had 6 tacos, and they were like $3 tacos. I spent like $20 or
Damn.
more on tacos.
They were worth it.
Then we went down to like Ground Zero. And that was really somber. Looked around at the south end of
So
Manhattan, like looking out at the Governor's Island, the
Ellis Island,
Statue
cool.
of Liberty.
You didn't take the ferry trip over though?
I have a
We
dumb
did
question.
take the ferry trip. Yeah, we took the ferry
Oh, shit.
into New Jersey or whatever it is.
With how big of a thing September 11th is for the United States.
Staten Island. The
But
Staten Island ferry is what we took.
Is
Sorry, I
that
wanted
big
to
of a
clarify.
thing?
I think it is, especially for the generation before yours, Cowboy. I know you're a young buck. But when you look at how big of a thing September 11th was, and like you have the Jews who go back to fucking Israel, you have the Muslims who go back to Mecca, is Manhattan and Ground Zero a similar place for the Americans that should go there? Like, is Manhattan a place that all Americans should travel to see what it was?
Yeah, I think so. That's how I felt. I knew that I would have to go to New York at some point to be there too. I mean, I'm 27, so one of my earliest memories was 9/11.
Yeah, I was in second grade.
It was a very big deal.
I remember my mom pulling up to the school. It was about like 10 minutes after this shit happened. It was the fastest she's probably ever driven in her entire life. And she walks in the school, says, I'm pulling Zach out. I was in second grade. I remember watching both towers hit. No, the first tower hit, I got picked up, and then I got to my aunt's, and the second tower hit. But the entire time in between my hometown at my aunt's house, my mom's telling me, she's like, Zach, I don't know what the hell's happening, but I have a very, very strange feeling. And I was like, Mom, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? She's like, well, the Twin Towers were hit. I know, we were watching it at school. And she's like, I think schools and fucking hospitals are next. So I left work. I came and got you. I said, I think about this now. And I'm like, Mom, why? Why is a plane going to hit a fucking elementary school in upstate fucking New York?
Chaos.
I mean, chaos,
Like
dude.
chaos.
It was absolute chaos. Nobody knew what was going on.
Oh, I know.
I don't know.
Like,
remember
I
when
could
went
not
on
imagine.
9/11 too, but I feel like it's never been as big of a deal as everybody makes it out to be.
Do
That's
you
a
remember
hill that
all
I'm
the
willing
flags
to,
and like the
hunker down and die on.
patriotism and
Yeah.
like the songs and all that shit that
I was
released? Like,
one.
oh, that. So it's not going to be as big of a deal for you, just like it wouldn't be a big deal for Myth. But like you see cars drive around
bottom
now.
line,
Any
was it
American
that
who is
bad?
alive and remembers 9/11 happening needs to that's you should go.
Like, if you remember
Or
that
if you
shit
have a
back then-
family member, if you weren't alive but had a family member or something, or you just feel patriotic to go
they-
to that place, you should.
now if there's a car with an
That's
American
right.
flag on it, it's some truck that's squatted like a dog who's shitting with 2-3 flags in the back. Then right after that happened, every single car you saw driving down the road had a flag on it. Every single house had a flagpole that had a fucking flag in it. Like, there was no level of patriotism that wasn't accepted.
It's crazy how that all it took was really that one incident to completely change like the general population of your country's feeling towards the war on terror, because obviously it exploded after then, but like the US sentiment towards any war in the Middle East and your involvement in it was absolutely terrible in the 90s. Like, they wanted all the Americans out of like the Gulf as soon as they landed there, basically, and for good reason, because a lot of them went through really fucked up shit there, mostly at the hands of the US Army itself.
Yep.
But like, everyone was extremely gung-ho afterwards, and it really cemented that whole ideology in like everyone after that. That's the biggest impact it had on people, guaranteed.
With how polarized the country is, I wouldn't be adverse to say that anything less of a major problem probably won't unite us ever again.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the biggest things that's united left and right in the US, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's the only
And that's
way
one of the
that
things
everything's
I
gonna
remember about after 9/11 is people talking about how it's these horrible tragedies that really brings people together. And
So-
that's so true.
That brings me to my question, McCringle. Would you ever consider becoming like one of these crisis actors? If it was in the name of a greater good of bringing people together through fear mongering, possibly. I mean, whatever, by any means possible, necessary, I would say.
That takes a sadistic, fucked up
Yeah.
individual to do something like that. That's
Well, I mean,
Pretty fucked.
You'd
Pretty
have to be
fucked, bud.
approached about it. I mean, would it be sadistic and fucked up though if at the end of the day it's for a good cause, it's bringing America together?
So
It seems like a real bad way to go about it. Do a good thing.
talking
Okay.
about
And
crisis
that's fair.
actors,
That's fair.
two of the boys just fucking hit affiliate, man. Two of the straight up fucking homies
What
hit
the
affiliate.
fuck kind of a segue is that?
I don't even want to ask. I'm sure he has some fucking
Nope,
convoluted-
I was not
Fucking your
co-signing
mind.
that, and
there's
I
some
was just
convoluted
fucking-
Candyland map
You
of that
didn't.
fucking
Nope.
brain that this
I
I
lives
was
didn't
reading the
co-sign
list,
it
right
and if
now.
you watch that shit, I'm sitting there going,
No, my fucking god.
Yep, I'm just flipping to it. I'm getting the fuck off this shit
man.
because fuck that. No.
No, I would not be open. To
No. 5 minutes. Time out. Time out. No. Bad boy. Bad boy. No more weed. No. No. So, two of our boys hit fucking affiliate. I wanted to give both of them a shout out in the middle of the show. Ippo, congrats,
appreciated,
motherfucker.
dude. Much appreciated.
I got to be your first sub.
Took a while. You did too.
Yep,
Man,
I was your first sub.
that first stream as an affiliate, it was great. Had such a good time. Played almost 6 hours of Stalker. Loads of people from all sorts of Twitch communities who I'm sure couldn't give less of a fuck about the game came out. It was great.
And fucking Ashbill, who we're going to be
Ashbill,
rating
what a
if he
G,
didn't
dude.
if he doesn't close the stream before that. We're going to be rating Ashbill after.
I'm
the
one of
fucking podcast.
Ashbale's first followers.
Maria too? Sick,
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, I was so pumped when he said he wanted to start doing it too, because I'd kind of played
Yep.
with the idea for a while. And when he said, you know what, I think I'm going to start streaming too. I'm like, yeah, let's both fucking do the shit at the same time. Figured we probably both hit affiliate around the same time. We both did last week, I think. He did too. Yeah.
No, you guys.
Fucking
I
awesome,
think you
man.
guys were like exactly a week apart. He hit it like the week before you, or like 5 days before you, and then you hit it, and it was like, oh, this is fucking great. I'm
We were
so
both struggling to get
so
past
fucking happy.
past like
Yeah.
40 followers. The average viewers and shit was fuck all for us, because I mean, we'd always have more than 3 people sitting in a goddamn Discord call anyway. So we're like, hey, just fucking bring this shit up.
Right.
You're gonna have to watch it. I don't care.
It makes me feel retarded because, like, when I started Twitch, I saw all these people being like, "Yeah, it's so hard to hit the actual fucking viewership."
Oh, that all depends on
That's
the
your
content
problem.
you're fucking doing. You gotta
But
put
just
yourself out there, man.
Do the shit. Do
Yeah.
it. Make a friend group and get it. Like, if you're so incompetent of having friends, you're probably not going to make it.
Oh, a big part of it for me was just like hopping around, watching other Stalker streamers, getting to know them, seeing what they're doing with the game, and fucking.
I can't sit
Eventually
and
they
play a
made me
game
shit.
for that long. I mean, you guys know I play Fortnite with you. I gotta like at least once an hour. I gotta
Once an hour,
walk around.
motherfucker.
Once a
You-
game.
You down and
Yeah.
you're like, fuck it, I'm done. And then you're gone for 30 fucking minutes. Once
Like,
an
well,
hour,
let's
yes.
just kill the vibe.
You're gone for half the fucking
Peace.
hour. That's all it
Alright.
is. Ugh. Speaking of streaming, me and Ippo are doing a Pokemon Let's Play series
It's gonna be fun.
that we're starting.
Branch
at
out.
some
I'm
point.
trying not to
No
get stuck on just
Stalker.
doing Stalker, because I know I would let myself do it if I could. I gotta keep playing other shit too, because I know people are just gonna lose interest eventually.
Exactly. Shit's gonna be a fucking blast. We're gonna have a whole hell of a lot of fun fucking with each other and screaming and making jokes at each other's expense. It's gonna be a blast.
It should be fun, because I played through Silver again. I want to say in like 2016, 2017. Since then, haven't really touched them. And before that, I played through Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum when they came out. So I've been away from the series for a long fucking time. It'll be
Yeah,
fun. It'll be
It
fun.
should
Which
be a
one are
fucking
y'all
blast.
playing?
So we found this really cool ROM hack. It's called Pokemon 720 Pokemon Red 721.
Didn't know shit like this
Okay.
existed. by
So
the way.
it's Pokemon
fucking
Red.
sick.
Completely randomized to the specifications that you specifically want. With every single Pokemon that was ever made up until Gen 7. Resprited and put back into Pokemon Red.
So they took all the
Really?
newer Pokemon,
Yep.
Yeah.
made old fucking 8-bit sprites for them, and then
Yep.
imported them into the older game. Oh,
That
so
is
fucking
so
such a cool
sick.
idea. I love
That
it.
is so sick. Okay. All right.
None of
pretty
it's
cool.
balanced. You get to fuck off and have things with like 300 fucking special attack. It's going to be absolutely a
All
blast.
right. Is that what y'all gonna do? Is
Yeah.
do some sort of like challenge run, or are y'all gonna do?
We haven't come to terms completely
Yeah,
on what exactly.
we-
the
I
rules
haven't
are
got
gonna
my
be.
hands on the
and all
ROM
that.
itself yet, so
Yeah.
I really have to take
Word.
a look at it first.
It's gonna be exciting,
from-
bro.
I'm
That'll be
guessing-
really exciting.
With 721 itself, that's just Kanto and Johto, right? Like the maps from the
No, it's
first
just
two gens.
Kanto. Just Kanto.
Oh, that's just Kanto. Oh, so it's straight up like playing Pokemon Red just with all the new mods.
with all the mons. So
Okay,
we have
okay.
like 35 or 37 encounters because we were talking about doing one mon, one life,
Mhm.
which kind of makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Release them when they die.
Yep.
Cool.
And well, we don't even have to release them, put them in a box. But I think in red and gold and like the first 2 gens, it's probably easier just to release them.
Yeah, I'll release them. Set them free.
But yeah, it should be a fucking blast. We'll come to complete terms with the rules and stuff over the next 2 days, and we probably should be releasing either Wednesday or Friday-ish on what exactly we're doing.
Fuck yeah.
Very cool. Very very
Yeah.
cool.
So to completely change topics, we had Well, we were scrolling through fucking Twitter looking for topics. Let me be completely honest. And this OnlyFans bitch was
we're
talking about
We're
the
on this.
site ruining all of her dating expertise.
What do you
And,
mean?
Go figure.
Nobody wants to date her. They only want to fuck her.
Is
the
she
link is in
telling
the
them?
chat. The
Okay.
link is in the chat. Feel free to open it. And it confused me. It confused me a little bit because, first off, I'm not as adverse as some of the people in our group, and I'm definitely not as gung ho as fucking Egrin. This motherfucker doesn't shave her armpits. She doesn't fucking shave her legs. She is straight up
Whoa.
the Sasquatch monster.
But she's kind of fine though. Like,
If she
Like-
took care of herself, I agree. She's like
Okay.
a 6.5, 7.
I could definitely look past her hairy armpits to bang her, but I personally
Well,
would
that's her
not be
problem.
trying to pursue a relationship. Exactly. I'm seeing the issue right here. Like, we're getting down to it. I wouldn't pursue a relationship with her. I might ask her to shave her armpits and then maybe, but if she's not going to shave her pits, then I mean, I'm out. Peace.
Cowboy, what would you do if she put
I
on a
would-
fucking see-through lingerie and she's like, "Cowboy, I'm here for you," and then
I
reached
would
up her
pin her
arms and
to
said,
the bed, choke her out, choke her out while I fuck her, maybe slap her a little bit if that's what she was into, and then I wouldn't call her the next day.
Jeez.
Like a gentleman.
Yeah, like a gentleman.
And a scholar.
Like, yeah.
Some people would call you a sociopath if you didn't call them back the next day.
You can call me
Shit
whatever
happens.
you want.
So
You know what I
Don't call
call
me
myself?
daddy.
Call myself Mr. Drain Balls.
The
Okay.
fuck?
You know?
Cowboy, I think
Copy that, Mr.
honestly,
Drain Balls.
if she let her beard grow out, her beard would be more full than yours.
Oh,
I agree.
fucking
Yeah,
God.
no, I think you're absolutely right, dude. Like, I really do. A chick with hair situations like her, like, she gotta get that shit under control. She has to get that shit figured out. When was the last time you think she's shaved? Let's ask that question.
I think of it this way. I don't have a very hairy body. Like, I got a happy trail. I got a little patch that grows on my chest. Obviously, normal bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't have a hairy back. If a girl fucking wrapped her legs around me and I start getting poked by fucking little hairs, I literally probably would lose it.
But they're
I
so
would be
long that
so
they're not
skeeved.
prickly. They're gonna
No,
be soft. and
I'm
curly.
saying once it gets prickly. Once it gets prickly, I would literally lose it. I would feel so squicked out. I would have such a big problem. I don't
The
know if I'm
armpits
alone.
doesn't
in that.
bother me at all. Like I said earlier,
me
like
neither.
I'm not in there. That's not my armpit. I don't give a fuck. As long as I ain't hanging
That's
on to
what-
shit that stinks, I couldn't care less. But
Or-
the legs is weird. Like that's a
Yeah.
lot of leg hair. I don't wanna be rubbing my
Hold
legs
on,
against
hold
hers
on.
and have
Leg
them
hair?
feel equally hairy.
No, her
My legs are hairy as
just
shit,
about as
and we're gonna get like
fucking-
stuck fucking together because it's gonna be like Velcro.
just as much as mine are, and it's fucking ridiculous. This bitch has hairy fucking legs.
My friends have always described my leg hair as being like an aura of Cheeto dust around my legs. They're not fucking wrong.
We don't know if Ippo's actually a man or he just wiped a whole bunch of fucking Dorito dust all over himself.
It's just like an orange glow, man. You get a light like behind the calf, and you look at it from the front.
He was just a little too close to 3 Mile Island with a bag of fucking nacho cheese Doritos.
Fucking
That's
closer
all
there than
fucking
me.
Ippo is.
No, man.
So-
Our can-do reactors, they don't melt down. They're A-okay. That's why they use them around the world.
Yeah, exactly. That's so much why we're trying to go to nuclear power, man.
Here, Zach, I'm gonna send you this. Just going back to Tommy Hall.
Okay.
This guy in the bottom left,
You didn't
the
find a
bottom
picture of
right
this
corner in
fucking
the
guy.
black shirt may be Tommy Hall.
Hold on.
Can
Hold on.
you zoom this in more?
Zoom in.
Uh,
and
Can
yeah.
you enhance?
I
We have the
can't
technology.
enhance, but I can zoom.
We
I
can
don't know
AI
why I
upscale it.
downloaded it to my computer, but we're good. Bottom left, you said?
Enhance.
Yeah, black shirt. Bottom right.
Black shirt. Bottom
Bottom
right.
right.
Dude, this is nothing like you fucking explained. I'm going to preface this before we fucking jump to this photo.
Nothing like I explained.
This dude, no, not saying you explained him badly. I'm saying that I expected something completely different. I expected white trash, carries a fucking glass beer bottle in a fucking paper bag. This dude looks like he would try and sell you either fake gold Cuban necklaces or very, very, very large slices of pizza that are very, very shitty.
This is like the about the height of the guy. He had hair like that. Maybe he's.
I'm not saying you're wrong because I have no
descent
idea.
Than the Tommy
But-
Hall. I mean,
This dude looks
Oh,
either extremely fucking Cuban or he looks extremely fucking Italian. That's not the white guy I expected for Tommy Hall.
really thought you were talking about the little white dude on the left there.
just which
The
one?
guy with the glasses.
The guy with the glasses serving the drinks.
I wish this dumb fucking sticker
Oh
wasn't
my,
over
you
this.
fucko! That's what you're talking about. Oh, I'm so dumb. Serving the drinks.
So I'm gonna troll the chat for a second here, and just give me your response. Do not say names. Do not I know some of you guys know about what I'm gonna talk about, but let's just troll the chat a little bit.
I love trolling. I'm on board.
What are we doing?
See.
Things might just have gotten fucking insane
Is this news that has come since yesterday? I know
no,
you mentioned
just-
a maybe.
now.
Whoa.
Oh,
now.
from
Whoa.
this individual replied to
Yes.
you. No fucking way.
See if
Oh, so many butts would be hurt, dude. Yeah. But like
If-
a good hurt.
If I accomplish this, I am a fucking savant. I'm just gonna say this. I'm a fucking
Idiot
savant
savant.
with people. I am an idiot savant. I'm not
Idiot
saying I'm a
savant.
fucking genius.
One of the best perks of Fallout.
But the fact that I was able to possibly accomplish this is going to make everybody turn over in their fucking graves.
The two of those folks certainly would do well in podcast form. I know that much. Together, I don't know. I don't know how long that is going to last. Certainly because of this more controversial individual. I don't know how he would do with anyone, but I
which
can't wait
one's
to find
more
Did
out.
they say
First,
they
what do you
might
think?
be up or they
Both.
are up for?
They to get them in contact now.
But you think the first or the second is more controversial? I think the first one would definitely.
The first. Oh, that's who I mean by the more controversial one.
I don't
Absolutely.
know, bro. I think the first one
I
worked
think-
fine with anybody.
I think if you look at their
Depends.
secular communities just themselves,
Probably half of them are like the same people.
they're both just as toxic as the other one. I
Yep.
love them both to death, just being honest. But this
No, I don't really like that second guy. I'll let the
this might
chat never know
change
who that
a
is.
shit ton.
It'd be interesting. It'd be good. I feel like you'd end up playing the part of the mediator more than anything, but
yeah, but it could
Fuck
be
me,
really
man.
good conversation.
When you unite two of the same kind of people that are opposite sides of the coin, it's going to be very, very fucking interesting to see what the fuck comes out. And I think I just made one of the
Two.
craziest business connections in 2 years. In a year.
They're two different nuts of the same sack, if you will.
Yeah. One's left nut, one's right nut. And we're gonna see how the hell this plays out.
Yeah,
That might be a good name. 2 nuts in a sack. It's a good
Two
play
nuts,
off.
one
my
sack.
Fucking god.
two
That
nuts,
would
one
be so
sack.
good. Two nuts, one sack.
Yeah,
Because my middle school nickname was Sackery.
Sackery. My fuck.
That's pretty good. It wasn't as bad as my middle school nickname.
That's pretty good. They changed one letter in my name.
They changed one letter in mine, basically, and it's even worse.
yeah.
I can't say it because
I
then
know.
I'll give away my last
You're
name.
good. You're good. No worries. I kind of got there.
They used to call me Rice instead of Bryce, which is my first name, and that shit used to piss me off to no end. Granted, I was in first grade, but oh my gosh, It was
Oh my
this one
fucking
kid.
God,
Yeah,
so
I'll air it out right now. It's this one kid, Carl Mayo. I used to call him Carl Mayonnaise because it pissed me off so much about it. Carl Mayo, fucking
Did he have
call
a
me
sister named
Rice
Patty?
because he knew it pissed me off. No, yeah, no Patty Mayo that I know of. But yeah, he called me Rice all the fucking time. I'm like, bro, fucking stop it. That's not my fucking
It's
name,
not funny. It'd be
man.
one thing if you're like half
Yeah.
Asian or some shit, but like,
Well,
you're
really, I
white
was
as
like,
hell.
oh, gee golly, I'm gonna hit you.
I don't know about that.
Because first grade, I definitely wasn't cursing, but yeah, that one used to really make me mad. There was another one that I'll tell you all off air that was, I don't know, I used to think it was funny.
So, before we get into the triple X level of this fucking podcast, I want
Triple
to fucking
X,
hear. Yes, we're going triple X in a few minutes.
dude, wrong fucking
Hectic.
website, dude.
I'm talking about Vin Diesel triple X. You fucking
We're streaming
degenerate.
at Pornhub. You didn't know too.
Oh,
There's people fapping in
syndication.
it right now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm down. Bet
So-
syndication.
I want to hear what your parents tried to do to keep you away from drugs. Was it just there,
Oh,
or
fuck, not
what did
much.
they fucking say? Because I got a crazy fucking story for this one too. I don't want to go first because I kind of burn. Everybody,
nothing, like,
everybody's
too-
gonna be like, yeah, that's.
They just
that's
said it was
Nothing
bad.
tops that. Yeah. Say the best for last, for sure, for sure.
So first, they started off with saying, Zach, you're probably going to be allergic to all marijuana products. And that worked for like a year from like 10 to 11 or 11 to 12, somewhere in there. And then I walk up to my mom, ask her, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about being allergic to marijuana products? She's like, well, all of us, Zach, all of us, we get extremely, extremely anxious. We feel like the cops are coming.
because you.
And we end up passing out. Okay, Mom. Okay.
No, allergic, that's a desired effect.
Yeah.
13 to 14.
It worked.
I was like, Mom, why can't I do drugs? She's like, well, you can't. I was like, if I don't, and at this point, I became a very, very big Fast and Furious fan. I said, can I race and drive a car however the fuck I want? And then I got the go ahead to do whatever the fuck I wanted to in a car.
As long as you're not doing drugs.
As long as I'm not doing drugs, my
Fuck.
mom will pay for every single fucking ticket that I would get.
The fuck?
Oh wait, what?
Yes.
The fuck? Keep him on the street, out
Not
of
a
the
bad
crack.
deal. Yeah.
Well, thinking that I
She's
came
just
from
like,
an inner
"Ah,
city,
I
she's
can't
like,
wait
yeah,
for this kid to get arrested.
push him to
That's gonna
speeding
happen.
instead of speed. That's probably a pretty good safe bet.
Not really.
Not really. Definitely not. I would never encourage that behavior in a kid, despite being a
Because if
car
you do
enthusiast.
speed,
Yeah,
you're
fuck
probably
that.
just gonna kill yourself. But if you're speeding,
You
probably
stand
kill
a
it.
higher chance of killing other
I-
people than yourself. Yeah.
I
Sorry.
say go for it. You're only young once.
Yeah, so my mom was trying to keep me out of the speed and offered me the speed to stay out of it.
There you go. Yeah.
that was not a smart
No
decision.
speed, have
That's
speed
a terrible.
instead.
Yeah, that's a terrible
Well,
trade-off. Holy fuck.
That's
A
like
year and a half
letting, that's
later.
like letting fucking Trinity drive around the trailer park, dude.
A year and a half later,
She
I
can't
ended
figure out
up-
the fucking transmission in the New Yorker anyway.
I ended up with a pregnant girlfriend, and I was told,
With your open liquor, dude, in the glove box.
you got to decide in between a crib or your driver's license. So I chose the crib because that's the responsible decision.
Oh, you're not pro-choice?
And then I never ended up. No, that's
Okay.
I'm not pro-choice in any circumstance. It's funny when people say they are, and then the day later take Plan B. I think that's kind of funny. I think that's kind of odd. It's kind of
I'm gonna grab some water.
ironic, if you ask me. Damn it, I was about to go X-rated. Kringle, fuck you.
I think pro-choice. I think pro-choice would be on the ball for taking Plan B.
No, they said they clearly didn't agree with any of that for themselves ever in their life.
Pro-choice.
And then the next day they took it. I don't know. I just find that a little funny and a little weird. But that could be a little too far to say in chat. Who the fuck knows?
Hey man, I'll cop a Plan B for a hoe. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of a Plan B. Okay, sometimes it's just how it goes. You know,
No,
too
it's not.
exciting of a night. Pull out
It's
game
not.
week. You know. Hey man, different strokes, different folks. Anyways, your story.
No, I was
we're
responding to
on
our
the
private
marriage-
chat, not you.
marriage
I
one.
completely started zoning out on the private chat, and that's what I was responding to.
That's what you're saying.
That
now,
was
too.
my
Yeah.
ADHD, not
Oh.
you.
I'm saying, bro. Yeah,
I just
that's
know
what
personally,
I'm saying.
I
We're
never
in
force
agreement
fed
then.
anybody.
No.
I never had that.
But what about a
problem.
milkshake? What about a
definitely-
milkshake?
I'm more manly than that, and I accept the problems that I have in my life. And if that
I do
happened, it
too.
happened. But
I do too, and I accept that I'm gonna have to waste $60 to solve them.
I always contemplated going into porn. It was like one of my fucking life goals for a little bit. So, like, I was like, you know what? I'm a bigger than average dude. I think that this would be enjoyable. I got a fucking six pack. I'm ugly as fuck, but you know,
Doesn't
you
matter
don't
for
look
the
for
dude.
That's
you don't
kinda
look
what
for
you
the
wanna
guy's face
see.
anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. You
want to see
I'm tall
yourself.
enough
Exactly.
tall
I was
enough
about to say,
that you can
deck
cut my
myself
fucking
in it
head
easy.
off, and you'd be fine. Because you know I would be out of camera frame. So, you know, the first step of that is striptease. So, our homies found this fucking weird ass website. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Coup meat.
Yeah.
Not like coom eat, but coup meat. MEET. So it's a combination of the word coom and the word meat.
Yeah. But whatever you do, don't take those instructions in a weird fucking way. Don't coom on your meat. That doesn't work. Make sure to wipe that shit off.
It comes from there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Where are we
Um,
going with this one?
So McCringle Dingle showed up in his fucking police uniform, live in VC and on the website somehow, because it didn't fucking read it as two different fucking sources. I still have no idea how the fuck he did that.
He wasn't
part.
using his camera in Discord.
The
The
website
website was using his camera and he was just streaming a screen. That's how we still
Gotcha.
saw him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, what gave you the balls to start stripping online to fuck with people, including your friends?
Because I had done it 4 nights a week for a month for in front of like 100 people a night. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
How many
At a male
singles did you
strip club?
pick up on Saturday?
no, it's an actual show. It's called The Full
Mm.
Monty.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
It's a musical, yeah. And so yeah, that actually opening night of that was this last Friday a year ago. So it's a 1 year to the day plus 3.
So Cringle,
Hell yeah.
that means that we met a year and 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Because it was right before I started doing that I kind of hopped in.
Yep. You finally became part of the group at that point. That's crazy that it's been a year. Oh, it's weird how time moves but doesn't fucking move all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is wild.
Like you see things like that where it's like, oh yeah, it's been a year that we've hung out and talked. Where'd the fucking year go? But at the same time, it's so fucking slow when you're feeling it. It's the weirdest fucking thing, time dilation.
Yeah.
It's
your,
fucked to
your
think of.
parents tell you not to meet strangers from the internet, and I drove around the country with the express intent to meet strangers that I met on the internet.
And I'm sure your mom said, you know what, those fucks in New York, I'm sure those fucks in New York would really, really fuck you up. So make sure you
They were
save
quite
your
worried.
little,
Hey,
They were
your
worried
little
about me.
Californian ass and know that you're not going to fucking deal with anything.
But I
Don't
was
go
fine.
to fucking New York. Don't eat a bagel. Don't get any fucking New York pizza. Don't go to a New York Giants game, let alone a New York Knicks game. You'll be sad.
I even at one point, because my phone was dead and I was hungry, left my phone in my hotel room and then proceeded to walk like 4 blocks up and like look for a different pizza place than the one that was like right by our hotel by myself at like 11:30.
Did you know that pizza place was going to be up there, or were you just like exploring?
I was just
No.
exploring. I didn't really
Man.
look too much on like Google Maps for places like that because I just wanted to kind of like stumble across it.
For sure.
It's funny,
Yeah,
like
so
you
I
said,
like-
your own mom being like afraid of you getting hurt and shit there. But like from all the stories you've told me of you being where you live, it seems like you are more likely to get shot killed, robbed anything in your own suburb than you are elsewhere across the country.
Well,
Maybe that's just me blowing it out of
yeah.
proportion in my own mind.
I mean, it's definitely not as safe as it used to be where I live. But I spend way more time here. So if I had spent a month like I did in Delaware in a really safe, nice neighborhood, then I would have seen some shit, guaranteed. But no,
I saw some shit. My youngest, my little girl, my baby, was fucking born early. So she had to go to the NICU because she had problems breathing and everything else. And hotels are fucking expensive. And when your parents that a baby was just born or there's a baby in the NICU, they offer you the Ronald McDonald House. The Ronald McDonald House near me is in the fucking ghetto of Albany, New York.
Oh, Christ.
It's like a 1600s group of homes that they connected with tunnels, like hallway tunnels, and renovated the entire inside. But it's just a conglomerate of buildings that make absolutely no sense.
Jesus.
So we get up to our room, and they have my wife walking upstairs, who just had a C-section. Yeah, just go walk up to your room. It's on the 4th floor.
Yeah,
all the way down this hallway that absolutely made no sense.
Just juggling her guts.
Oh, man.
And there's no air conditioning in the room at all. And it was 97 degrees in the building. The only room that had air conditioning was the fucking kitchen.
Well, that's because it gets 130 in there.
We're like, you know what? It's too fucking hot here. We're going to go see the baby. We'll make sure that she's okay since we just got up here. And fuck it. We'll cool back down, and hopefully it'll be cooler when we get back. We go see the baby. We come back. And we just lay down and we look at each other. It's way too fucking hot. And we hear bang, 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 bang. I rolled over and I was like, yep. So we're not staying here, are we? She's like, that wasn't fireworks. No, I said, no. That was a Glock. I think we probably should get the fuck out of here. We agreed and we fucking left. It was the day she left the hospital. She was not allowed to do anything, but she sure as hell drove back and forth from Albany 3 times that fucking day.
Holy fucking shit, man. The day after having a C-section.
2 days, yeah.
2 days still. Yeah. That's fucking insane, man. Like most people are like hardly walking at that point. That's fucked.
Yeah, you want to see that baby, man. Like, and baby being in a NICU, you got to fucking make sure that baby's taken care of and shit. But holy fucking hell. That's not something you want to hear as you're fucking sitting there. Line up the pics at my hotel in Myrtle Beach. What?
They're in the DBA.
I'm not showing DBA. No.
No. Just the
DBA isn't that bad.
No.
No.
This is our safe space.
That's behind a paywall.
That's behind a paywall. And you got to be accepted.
Gotta build infamy first.
You got to be accepted. We do not share part of our safe space ever online. Fuck off.
I just wanted to talk about the shit ass hotel room that I stayed 5 minutes in and got scammed by in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Is that the one you said was really moldy?
There was visible mold.
Ooh, that's so bad.
You were near Conway, South Carolina. I'm sure that the Wendy's was all
over.
You should.
I drove past a Wendy's in Conway, South Carolina.
Did you stop?
Wendy's in Conway.
Yeah. Did you stop?
There's more than one. It's
world renowned. You have to try them all till you find the good one.
It's in Conway, South Carolina. We know that.
Yeah.
You know which good one it is.
Can't be that many in Conway.
The critical chili shortage.
The one that's right on Route 68, man.
There's not more than 4. There's not more than 4 Wendy's in Conway, South Carolina. There's just no goddamn way.
Dude, when I imagine Conway, it's like a smaller version of the city I lived in when I was a fucking kid. And there was only one fucking McDonald's and one fucking Burger King and one fucking Subway. That's all there was. How the fuck is there a town with 2 fucking Wendy's in it that can actually do something?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that the only fucking fast food restaurant that there is?
If it's off of the 905,
I don't know.
then I drove on it. I drove past it.
But I like their those ice cream shakes. Frosties.
Yeah, Frosties are fire. They're such a nice consistency, man. Fuck.
I know.
It's just icy fucking ice cream.
They
shave
dropped
the
a
mice
It's
and
strawberry
weird.
frosty.
No one else does
Yeah.
it like that, man. It's good shit.
I love
That
going to
strawberry
Wendy's
frosty,
just to
man.
piss them off because they have to do the freestyle machine for you if you ask for it. So I love giving them weird concoctions of flavors and sodas and stuff. They're like, "Sir, what kind of drink do you want?" And I make sure to put 2-3 flavor combinations before Sprite just to make them sit there and take the time to do it.
Gotta love making minimum wage people's
I was
minimum
about to
wage
say, you are the
workers' jobs
bane.
harder for them.
You are the bane of these fast food workers existing.
Yeah, like they deal with enough shit without tip. Like fast food workers don't.
Are
need
you
any
really
more
thinking these
bullshit.
motherfuckers need tips?
The amount of work that they do is
Here's a tip: don't
equivalent
work here
to
your whole life.
restaurant work. So
But
like,
my Burger
I mean,
King, its
they're
workers
giving tips
allowed
out
the
to
refrigerant
servers.
and AC coolant to drip into the fucking fountain machine
I
for
remember
Why
you
do
3
they
to
do
5
that?
years.
Why
Like,
do
that
they do
shit-
that though?
that's
Because they're
fucked.
not properly compensated, so they don't give a shit about their job. If they're properly compensated, they might give a shit about their job. The question is are they able to be properly compensated doing the work that they're doing? Right?
But is it so hard to say, you know what, if there's a problem with the restaurant, call the franchisee manager? It takes 3 seconds to say, hey, our AC coolant is leaking in the fucking fountain drinks. Can we fix it, please?
That's so fucked.
Maybe that Burger King was going under. Maybe the answer to the question was no, they could not afford to properly pay the people for the work that they were doing. And
No.
in turn, they also couldn't afford to fix the problem.
That Burger King is only employees fucking welfare moms. There's a welfare section of the town. Those welfare section people work at that fucking Burger King. It's the only people they hire.
Okay. What about the business? Is that Burger King bussing or what?
There was never not 5 or 6 cars sitting out in front of it. But they always
There's
overcooked
probably-
food to the
I mean,
point where it was all burnt. It was a fucking blast. It was shitty food, shitty service, and for some reason they made a shit ton of money. Probably because it's right in front of the fucking Walmart. It's
Yeah.
literally
That'll
on
do
the
it. Any
entrance to
fast
fucking
food right
Walmart.
there. Yeah, people are gonna walk around, get hungry, and then see that, be like, "Fuck it, I'll have Burger King." I guess.
that is very true because the Whopper hits. A Whopper definitely hits.
Oh,
No, I don't think that the
No.
work that those people are putting in right now, Zach, really necessarily deserve a tip. Absolutely not. But I think that if they would put in higher effort, then they do deserve a tip. And I think that a lot of the effort that fast food people have to put in to even make the shit run at bare minimum is excessive for what you're getting paid. Excessive. by a
When
lot.
I worked my first job, I worked at a fucking Subway that was inside of a Walmart, which is rather good for fucking tips and interactions with people. But understand how hard this fucking job is compared to the other jobs in the area.
You're a sandwich artist.
Yeah, I
Yep.
was a sandwich fucking artist, man. I had all of those fucking recipes memorized. I knew how many pieces of pepperoni to put on everything.
Like,
I
you don't put
also
onion on
knew-
a steak and cheese. That's not hard.
I also knew that they left their fucking meatballs in the fucking heater for 20
And you made pretty good
Oh,
tips doing
nope.
that.
No.
Wait, what?
No, I'm gonna glance over it. You got to go back and listen to it now.
You
I don't
No.
give a shit. I'll still eat the
you made good
meatballs.
tips doing that though.
You know what? I will take it back. I won't eat the
the
meatballs
floor.
because Wawa is so much better, and Wawa needs to come to the West Coast.
No, what I used to do with that meatball sauce, I would drizzle the meatball sauce over top of an entire Italian urban cheese footlong and make
Ooh.
myself a fucking 5 cheese pizza out of fucking Subway bread. And
No,
guess what,
that's-
motherfuckers? I got that shit for free.
That's
Back
the
to what I
shit
was
right
saying.
there.
That
That's
shit
the
ain't
shit
even
right
legally
there.
bred in some countries. Let's be
I
real.
was
It's not legally
scheduled.
bred in this country.
Yeah.
Scheduled.
I was
bread.
scheduled the most fucked up schedule there was. So the manager was there from 5 o'clock in the morning until about 12:30. So just as lunch rush was starting, they fucking left. There was
That's
one
fucked.
person
What the
that
fuck?
joined them for breakfast shift that worked from 9 until 12. I came in at 11:45 and worked until 7:45.
They chuck you the keys and be like, have fun, go fuck yourself.
Then there was somebody who came in at 6 and worked until 10. I worked both lunch rush and half of dinner rush completely by myself, trying to entertain these fucking idiots at Walmart
Christ.
while
Entertain that
making
John.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
I fucking hated my life. I fucking
that
hated
bitch.
my job. But I came home with $30, $40 in tips every single fucking day. And you know how many times that manager was like, yeah, well, these tips are from, no, they're not from the morning. Fuck off. Both of them, both the person that came in the morning and the person that came in at night, would try and fucking skip me on my tips, and I would fucking lose my shit. So one night,
Yeah.
they would be like, yeah, you guys can take the outdated chips and everything else and bring them home and enjoy them. Like, enjoy them. So this fucking douchebag, I don't fucking remember his name now, but he had a shaved head and he fucking wore Vans at 30s, like 30s, mid 30s. And had a fucking
Shitting on Vans. I'm gonna be wearing them in my mid-30s.
not the like
You have a
the
bald head?
puffy Vans, not the canvas Vans.
Yeah, no, none of those. I need support.
And they were also the checkerboard Vans, not the black and white.
Oh yeah, slip-on checker. Yeah, fuck no.
And he would wear the cargo cutoff shorts. Like he thought he was a badass and cool, and he wore Oakleys even when he was inside. One time I asked him to cover for me because I was shitting and I couldn't get off the toilet. And he told me, no, bud, have fun. And I was scheduled to work by myself until the person came in to close. I was not very happy.
That's fucked.
Yeah, because I couldn't leave the restaurant. And there was no bathroom in the restaurant. Because it
Oh
was in a
my
Walmart.
god, no! What the actual fuck, man?
This guy messed up.
So
Have y'all watched Rick and Morty? Anybody?
hold
Got a
on.
No,
bit
you
more-
you were streaming that in another place earlier today, and I should have popped over there and watched. Or was that last night?
It was earlier today. Yeah, we watched House of the Dragon last night.
So
It
he
is
offered
good.
me. He's like, yeah, just grab that box of chips and enjoy it and go home. I don't want it. There was 145 bags of chips in that fucking box. So I come back 3 days later after my 2 days off. We're like, Zach, where'd the box of chips go that was sitting on the counter the other night? I don't know. Fucking Tony from morning shift fucking told me to take them. What the fuck do you want from me? Like, what the fuck are you complaining about, man? They're like, nah, we were going to return those. You fucking stole them.
Fucking idiots.
I fucking
Oh
stole
my
them. What the fuck are you talking about? I fucking stole
Oh
them.
my fuck.
You're so
Hilarious.
fucking cooked. Go fuck yourself. You told us that we could actually have things, and then you fucking complained when I take things. And then they told me that I was having too many slushies while I was working, so they made it so way nobody could have slushies because that's the
Man,
one
you're
thing
just
that I
fucking it
drink.
up for
So
Yeah,
stupid.
you
everybody.
ruined
Yeah,
that shit for
for
everyone,
real.
didn't you?
Jeez.
Fuck it
This
didn't
is
work.
about
Who the
drinks.
fuck wants to drink
I'll just
water?
pounce on them. That's so.
So I would
Yeah.
drink half Sprite.
All my
and half
hydro
blueberry
homies love their
slushy.
water.
Yeah, man, you
Alright.
gotta start drinking more water. Less energy
Nah,
drink.
man.
Get it sparkling.
All
Get it flat. Get it flavored.
Yeah, but it's free though. It's free and you're working, and it tastes fucking delicious. It's way better than
Everything
water.
was free.
Yeah.
Everything was free.
That's the nice part of it. That's why you're
Exactly.
gonna drink that blueberry slushy.
I would make sure to say, I dropped this pretzel on the ground, and then I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make a pretzel. Oh, let me write this one off. Yeah. They also told us we could take the fucking cookies, and then they would bitch about us taking the fucking, like, the fuck, man. Too many damn slushies. Too many damn slushies. So as always, boys, we close out the show with a fucking story. What fucking story do you want to hear, McCrangle Dangle?
What story
Yeah.
from me? Like a story of mine?
No, what number do you want to hear, bud?
He posted them in the chat in here.
That's
it's
right.
in the chat.
Let's see. I'm looking at 3 pages of random events from a man's life. And some of them I feel like the titles of them are misleading.
They're not actually misleading. They're just triggers for my
They're all
ADHD
brief.
for me
They're
to
all
understand.
literally
They're all
a
very
line or
brief.
less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them 3-4 words.
Let's see. Let me stall while I look at all these.
How's the
So,
weather,
boys,
Cringle?
I might be having a fucking new tattoo soon. I'm kind of fucking excited. I'm getting a Jason mask right here with the dagger to point down and like here. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Okay.
Started designing that shit up and getting that done. I'm gonna have it like, because everything's like color pop with like one specific color and stuff. I think I'm gonna because it's an 80s movie. I think I want it fucking outlined in blue and red like it's 3D.
Oh fuck, that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, like I think it would be
That'd be pretty
fucking
nice.
sick. And
I've
just
seen a lot
outline
of
it that
those,
way.
like
Yeah.
the outlines of drawings slightly offset, kind
Yep.
of. Yeah,
Exactly. Like,
Cool
and then
shit.
have a thicker outline of the blue and red around.
I like it.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be
I
fucking
have-
sick.
Planning on getting a tattoo of it's like the head of a turkey, just like the head and like the gobbler. Egrin can tell us what that's actually
The
called.
gobbler.
It's called the Gobbler, actually.
And I want it to be kind of like cartoonish, like whenever you see chickens in like cartoons, their eyes are like fucking just weird. Like look like that because
Like a stripper's nipples after she gets big shitty fake titties.
there was an inside
One going
joke
this way, one going
as
that
we were
way.
driving along where my buddy was he was driving and he like looks over and he goes, "Man, what are those turkeys doing over there?" And I look over, I'm like, "Those are cows, bud." And so we just made jokes about like it got down to this almost story about how turkeys had taken over the landscape and there was very few humans left and we were being hunted down by a pack of rogue turkeys.
Well, think
Must
of
have
it
been
this way.
driving through flat ass Kansas. Dude.
Yeah,
Coming
that
up
was
with this one, right?
when we came up with that one. Yeah.
You
Fucking
don't
do it.
you don't want your turkey's eyes like
Got the
Cringle
right
Dingle
suit.
wants, and you sure as hell don't want eyes like titties that point at every single exit to the fucking room that you're in.
And you most certainly don't want a shitty shower.
A shitty
Yes.
shower.
Number 31.
Shitty shower. So at this point, we moved out of the city, and we finally things were kind of getting comfortable. This, like, other than like really really upscale apartments now, this was one of the nicest places I've ever seen. It had like maybe a half an acre worth of land that was separated in between our apartment and two upstairs apartments, but we were like the only kids that kind of did stuff. So like we had all of that kind of space to ourselves. There was like a bar, there was a dining room, like actually a legitimate house. There was 2 living rooms. One of those living rooms was converted into my bedroom, and we had a 4-bedroom apartment essentially with my bedroom. And my bedroom was big enough that I could have a couch in it. I could have a fucking queen size bed. I ended up having a fucking crib in there with a TV and a full living room set up. Like we had a full on apartment within this bedroom. It was fucking sick. And it had one of the most disgusting problems for about 3 weeks out of my life. The New York City fucking landlord was so scummy and such a sleazeball that the sewer fucking started backing up.
Oh no.
And you know, you would expect the yard to be shitty, and it was for like a good fucking week. We called and called and called, and still 0 fucking things were solved. And then upstairs comes one of our upstairs neighbors comes down, bangs on the door, fucking open it up. What's wrong? Same fucking person that would blare fucking Mexican music every single fucking morning at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. You'd hear Tico Taco, yeah, 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 Tico Taco, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
And like it was so loud it would shake the fucking windows. It was bad. She comes down. You know, the bathtub is filling with shit. Like it's fucking disgusting, man. Do you have Ted's number? Yeah, here's Ted's number. Go call him and bitch. Like, go handle it. They're not fucking listening to us. Like, maybe if we all call and complain, maybe the shit will get fixed. So next day comes by, and our upstairs neighbor Marty, who we never fucking saw this guy. He was there maybe 1 to 5 hours out of the day, maybe there long enough to sleep. This dude worked like 3 fucking jobs with his 2006 fucking GMC blue truck that he drove everywhere. And he comes down the stairs. He's like, "Yo, guys, do you have Ted's number? Bathtub filling with shit, man. This is not fucking cool. Not fucking cool, man. As you can assume, died of cancer probably about 6 months later.
Oh,
Fucking hell, dude. You can't
God
just drop
bless.
that on us.
God bless us.
Why not? It was anal cancer too, so you know half
Oh,
that shit was
rough.
cancer filled, man.
Rough.
Oh, God.
So yeah, Marty comes downstairs, asks for Ted's number. Yes, you call too. You call. We need to work as a fucking team on this. Next day, I shit first thing in the morning because that's what every man fucking does. Sitting there reading the fucking back of the shampoo bottle. Take the meatiest fucking shit of my life. Fucking flush. And instead of hearing the fucking toilet go down, you hear.
Oh.
And I wasn't at the point where I was afraid to fucking flush while I was sitting down. Now I'm afraid. At this point in my life now, I'm thoroughly afraid I will never sit down and flush. I close the fucking toilet lid. I try and walk halfway out the door and flush the toilet before
It's
I
like Poseidon's kiss, but a mudslide splashing
So
back.
I hear and then I hear splashing. I hear drips hit my, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? Like, I know I didn't shit a lot to the point where it fucking clogged the toilet.
yeah,
have a
it's just coming up.
And then I don't even fully get to stand up. The fucking shower goes. You hear out of the fucking drain in the shower. And I'm standing up now, pants around my ankles. I just got shit on by the fucking toilet. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hop in the shower now.
Fucking revenge. Get
And
Or
you
like
see
a
the
fucking
fucking-
upper decker on you, bro.
And you see this brown fucking soupy water just slowly pushing out of the fucking shower.
It's fucking foul.
It gets worse. So I walk to the second bathroom. This bathroom we never used. Surprisingly, the bathroom we used was the one in my mom's room. The other bathroom slowly became only my wife's. and
Did you
she was
walk
the only person who used
ankles like pants
No, I
at your
pulled down my
ankles?
pants and walked out.
Okay, all right.
I pulled down my pants and walked out. And I'm
Okay.
like, you know what? I'm going to go take a shower in the other bathroom because obviously this one doesn't fucking work. It's full with shit now.
This
Fuck
one's
this
shitty.
bathroom. This one's shitty.
Shitty ass bathroom.
I walk into the other bathroom and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna wash my hands because I feel gross and I need to clean up a little bit. So I try and clean myself up with toilet paper, try and flush it, and go to wash my hands, and shit starts pouring out of the fucking faucet.
No.
No. Oh,
And I'm not talking about just shitty water. I'm so happy I didn't put my hands in the fucking water before this fucking happened. But I start seeing like
I just instinctively held my fucking nose hearing this story.
like you know when you eat too much fucking Chipotle, like the super like little fucking shit comes. Yeah, that fucking came out of the faucet.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, what the fuck can you do?
Burn it to the ground.
That's a shitty fucking shower.
Literally, if I couldn't get a
That's a
hold of the
shitty
landlord in a
fucking
day, I
bathroom.
would touch that
Yeah.
fucking place in that case.
We dealt with that for 2.5 weeks, 3
Fuck,
weeks.
man.
No way
I
would I
would
do
shoot
that.
myself.
Of going to my grandmother's house who lived in a trailer and all of us had to individually shower. We drove 30 minutes just to make sure we could shower once
Did you
every other
smell
day.
like shit all the way there the first time?
I have no idea. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he was fucking desensitized to the smell of shit after like day 2, day 3.
Fair.
When I was in high school, I would go on these church youth groups, like mission trips,
Mm.
and all the kids that I went to the church with were all like good friends of mine that I went to like school with or I'd grown up with or whatever. And so we're these are the homies that I still talk to every day, like my like real life friends that I've known forever. And we're at this mission trip at this on this Indian reservation in Arizona, and we're staying at this like Baptist church, and they didn't have a shower, so they had transformed the baptism chamber into a shower for us to use. And so it's like there's probably 40 kids like 60-40 guys over girls.
I should have
And
jumped
so-
and made the joke before you said kids.
And
I had a joke to end the show.
so it's like this
And-
big fucking thing in the middle of
I'm not doing it now.
the chapel, and we're using it to shower, and all of us guys, all of us like all fucking homoerotic as shit. Like want to just all shower at the same time to save water, and we'll just like stand in a circle, cover up, and it's like, you know,
You
like,
rub each
walk
other.
around-
You rub the guy
walk
next
around
to you.
in a
yeah.
circle.
His back. Guy behind you
And-
gets yours.
They did not like. They thought like they were like, no, you cannot do that. We're like, we're just fucking joking. Like,
Being
They-
broke.
you guys
they
are
were
taking
just
this
scared.
way
Yeah.
too serious.
They were just scared that you were going to find out about the priest holy golden showers. That's all. That's